Death is always waiting. Ever since the day we are born into this earth, we are embraced by the very thing that is death. It constantly follows us through the halls of our schools, to the rooms of our houses. Death is always inevitably there, around us. I know how horrible death can be and what it leaves behind. I still remember the day she took her life. I will always remember what her death left me. It left us with questions and feelings that we will never be able to truly solve or let go of. They say that they will always be with you in your heart, but all this time I felt nothing, seen nothing to convince me otherwise. Once someone is gone from your life, once they die, they cease to exist permanently. You may have memories and things like that, but when you sit there and really think about it, you'll never be able to see them, feel them, or even hear their voice again. That is the harsh reality of death. Death is something I hate more than anything. It takes things from you that you can never replace. But at the same time, when I really think about it, I can't help it but respect death. Without death, we would never live forever. We would live forever without really living at all. Nothing would matter because nothing would end. No matter how much pain death has caused me, I can't help but find a sort of beauty to it. One's life is like a small flame that burns over a period of time and then gracefully gets put out by the wind. I hear stories about people fulfilling something in their lives. They have a purpose and they complete it and makes them whole. There's such a beauty to it that I've never really realized. I've spent all this time so angry and so upset over what I've lost. I've overlooked the sheer beauty of it. I can't even imagine the feeling of a man looking up to his maker and simply saying to him, "I'm finished. Take me away." I can't help the tears falling from my eyes. A strange sense of happiness overtakes me as I lower the gun from my head and slowly set it down on the table. What was to be my own crime scene became a small room of happiness and warmth. I didn't understand why I suddenly became so positive, but for some unexplainable reason, my eyes darted to the window. That's when I saw it. It was outside of the woods, but it wasn't hiding itself at all. It was almost as if it was trying to show itself to the world. A creature with 4 legs that were all planted on the ground on a long, thin body. It was in clear view through my window. The most distinctive feature, though, had to be its face. It had a long face with sharp horns, white, burning eyes that looked almost like 2 small stars. I looked at this unknown thing as it stared at me. Its wide eyes were mesmerizing. As it stared at me, it slowly began to smile. At first it was terrifying, but as I continued to stare, I was filled with an unexplainable sense of joy. Did this thing stop me from killing myself? It was almost as if it had been watching me the entire time I had this gun to my head. It's almost as if it had changed my thought patterns with those burning white eyes. But I don't think I'll ever forget the beauty I saw in those eyes. Whatever that creature was, it changed me. I never returned to my old life, my old habits. I changed. But I simply lived. Now the most important question is, what will you do? Will you live, or will you suffer with your own thoughts? Because remember, he, or it, is always watching you.